Welcome again, deformed car fans. So we have another EraQ, this time of the Pagani Utopia. So, alright, let's check this out. It's weird. I complain about it all the time, but people are unaware of how much plastic you consume. You eat a credit card of plastic every week. How can 52 credit cards of plastic a year be healthy for us? Plastic is an insulator and humans run on electricity. It's gonna kill us soon. Alright, anyways, unlicensed product here, and it's EraQ by KR Model, I guess. This brand just came out in late 2024, it seems, or 2025, at least from my experience, but I don't work for these companies. Okay, we got some tape holding it together, and they left the protective paper on the acrylic base. You can just peel that off if it bothers you. But you know, maybe I'll just leave it on there because I don't really care. It doesn't really bother me seeing it there. So I gotta get this tape off though. I cut my fingernails today, so I can't grab that tape. Okay, just do one side, lift it up, pry off the other side. So this brand doesn't polish the edges of their models. This wasn't an expensive resin model, so it's fine by me. You know, I'd rather have a cheaper model. I don't need to have a super fancy base. In fact, I would rather just have a molded base, like say a Hobby Japan, if it gets me a cheaper model. I'm after the car, not the base. But anyways, part of this cost is this metal photo etched piece. And it says 66 of 99, so there's only 99 of these green ones, but I know they have like looks like a champagne color metallic as well. So, and then they'll probably come out with different colors later on anyway. So okay, well, where's my toothpick? Starting with this wheel here, I can already tell there's a brake system there. Yeah, look at that. That's a really nice brake. It's a photo etched piece, or maybe it's possibly it's 3D printed and painted silver. And then the brake caliper is three-dimensional, so that's nice. The wheel here is quite interesting. It's very thin as far as the spokes go. The center cap is painted black. It's a little offset, but it doesn't bother me. What I'm deciphering is this black ring. I have a suspicion that's a decal. Yeah, I think it is because it's not even on all of them. I think there's some air pockets behind that black. So you really don't want to touch that black ring because it's going to crack. I just hope it doesn't peel off in the future because decal adhesive generally isn't really strong in my opinion. The tire looks good though, it's rounded, and then it's just all jammed up in the body. It's not going to roll. These are meant to look nice, not to play with. This, I don't know what, oh, I guess that's a side vent. I don't even know. I probably should have brought some pictures, so I apologize. But there's like this chrome plastic bisecting thing in the vent. The door handle, all the panel cuts are really thin because it's a plastic resin body. This is a toothpick, by the way, so this is thinner than a toothpick. There's no interior. It's just, you know, a solid chunk of resin, and they painted that black. But still, I think they may have added a decal over it to show this window frame. Yeah, I think this. Oh, but see? The decal tore or wasn't laid on correctly maybe there. You can see the green. Probably separate mirrors. It has to be, right? And then a nice reflective sticker in there. Okay. It's got some funky bumps on it. Maybe the real car has that. It's got some sort of photo etched metal, again, bisecting thing. So this one looks like it's plastic, or there's a blob of paint on it, but this one I think is metal, just how thin it is and how evenly flat it is on both sides. There's black down here, hopefully that's paint. Maybe that's a fuel filler or an electrical port. I don't know if this is a gas powered car. The rear wheel, yeah, looks pretty nice, and then the tire looks nice as well. Just going around to the front, this headlight, you got the clear lens, but behind it you can see like a chromed set of lights. It's hard to say. This one's toned, but what's going on here? I can't tell. The distortion of the clear. And those are in a black bucket, so that looks good. We have a little fog light action here. I think that's a separate piece. Or no, wait, my bad. That's just a cavity, but there's silver paint in there. Way back in there, I can see a vent. Okay, so all of them have a horizontal vent strakes. Okay. There's no black paint back in these. It would have been nice to have, but this wasn't a super expensive model. This is nice though. This thing is so thin, both sides of it, you know, and air's passing through it. I don't know what these little bumps would be for. Okay, so that head looks nice. We have just the base of the wiper blade, but there's no actual wiper on here. So, and there's no Pagani logo. If you're gonna make an unlicensed project, I mean, if you're gonna have Pagani there, why wouldn't you just go full on and have the Pagani there? But maybe that's paint and not a decal. That's probably why. This side, any issues? No major issues I can see so far. You can see a little molded detail here of the undercut. It's kind of neat. Alright, some sort of the scoops that go into the engine. Looks good. Going to the back, we have these highly chromed taillights. And there's like, they look like drain holes on an aircraft carrier. Like a 5-star thing. And then these pipes look really cool. They're this, I think they're probably plastic, electroplated plastic or whatever, but they're round. They have a little depression. This wing thing is awesome. First it looks like the Pagani oval, right? But it's literally passing air. That's kind of neat. I don't know if I noticed that on the realistic model that I reviewed. I'll pull that out later. Some decals possibly. A little silver and red there. Just red paint here for this. Maybe that's like a reflector. And then finally we see a badge. So Utopia there. It's a little bump of some sort. A little extra garbage. I don't know what that is. If that's paint or a decal fragment. I suppose the license plate's supposed to go here, but there is no plate. So it's interesting they would go through the trouble of putting Utopia there, but nowhere on here does it say Pagani. Going to the top, we have a little recess there. It's an overhang, I think, but no paint or anything in there. Or is there? I can't tell. You know, actually, there might be a piece of metal in there. Interesting. They would do that there. Okay, well, black paint here looks good. Or maybe it's a decal because it's wrinkly. Yeah, I think that's probably a decal window. So that's an air pocket right there. Yeah, don't want to touch that really. These are decals. Okay, as long as they don't peel up, I'll be happy. But I don't think they're under a clear coat. So there is a chance that the adhesive's going to dry out and it's going to start peeling up. So I despise decals. Some sort of ribbing here. The paint is pretty nice. It's a pretty small flake of metallic there. It's really nice to look at. I like it. It's very cool. I guess that's it. All in all, it's actually quite good, I think, for what it costs. Yeah, I'll leave it. I think they're probably still some on AliExpress because not everyone's buying these things. So similar in its quality would be the, boy, who makes these things? I don't know. This is a Ferrari. Oh, Timothy and Pierre. So this has a solid canopy as well, but this Timothy and Pierre though has a open engine bay. You can see the engine there. So it's a little bit better actually, but actually I take that back because this Timothy and Pierre's don't have any brake systems. So that's a tough call. You know, you're giving up one thing for another. Okay, and then another EraQ, but this is done by a YM model, and so this has a full interior, the YM model ones. So and they have brakes. YM model deformed cars have the same amount of detail as their realistic models, it seems, but they're deformed, making them actually more difficult to make. Another stellar recent brand that came out was Mini Craftsman. So full-on interior. It's a bigger model though. You can just see these three are kind of similar in size. Or actually, you know, this Pagani's kind of big too. Let me put these two next to each other and these two next to each other. So I would say, you know, the Timothy and Pierre is the smallest, but that's possibly because this has a wide body kit on it. This is definitely a bigger scale, but then this is definitely a bigger scale than all of them, and this doesn't have a wide body kit on it. So they're they're not perfectly scaled to each other, and right, they're cartoon deformed things. They're not going for realism. But if it bothers you, just I point that out. So I think they're all really great. They're all fantastic. Some of them are cheaper than others, some more expensive, whatever it is. But it's up to you to decide how you spend your extra cash. These are all luxury goods. No one needs any of this stuff. But if it makes you happy, isn't that what you work for? So, okay, well, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Possibly I might buy the champagne one because the quality of this is good enough that I think I can trust the brand to give me another high quality one. All right, see ya.